Hey guys, didn't see the whole game tonight between the Chargers and the Broncos. But it's kind of funny as I was talking to one of my teammates from my semi-pro team since I was giving him a ride home. We were just talking about some the Denver Broncos defense. As be honest with you, this whole season, and not bashing on them, but just from my own what I've seen, I have not really been impressed as far as the defense standing up because I don't see it as a championship defense, and the Chargers kind of proved that. I'm not taking anything away from the Chargers. Don't get me wrong. Phillip Rivers has always been a gamer, especially this time of the year. I know the last probably a couple seasons they've been struggling, but you guys gotta remember too. And I know Chargers fans would know this as well. Later in the year, they've always peaked real well as far as getting ready for the playoffs. Like I said, it didn't really happen the last couple of years because of injuries, but if there is a chance, the team you would not want to not bet on as far as not making the playoffs, it would be the Chargers because for some reason they just know how to turn it on real late. And right now it's looking like that right, as far as them trying to make that last seed. So it's gonna be real interesting here in the next couple of weeks how this is all gonna unfold. I mean, Ryan Matthews did his thing tonight too, having well over 100 yards rushing. And like I said, Phillip Rivers is doing his thing as well. Then Keenan Allen, good to see him doing pretty well as well too this season. Really doing a great job too because he was on some teams when he was at University of Cal that were not good teams, but he did stick out too, and I knew he had a talent. So I was thinking, okay, this guy's gonna play somewhere. Here he is just doing his thing. So yeah, just slowly but surely, and obviously sense of urgency. As like I said, Chargers used to do this about a few years ago when they still had the Daniel Thomason, trying to turn it on, trying to get that last wild card spot, and then maybe get hot last second. So, like going back to what I was talking about with my teammate, as I was impressed with the Broncos defense. You can almost go back to a few weeks ago when they played against the Patriots. You're up 24 nothing at half. You have your starting running back rush for over 200 yards. There is no way. If I was talking to somebody as far as saying that the Broncos are going to lose a 24-point lead, especially when your starting running back, has over 200 yards rushing, they're going to lose. And they just basically, gave that up. Obviously, Tom Brady's going to do what he can, but he doesn't have like the big name receivers, which he had the last few years, which is also kind of scary, by the way, because you got to remember when he won Super Bowls, he didn't have big name receivers. But going back to my point, you can't do that as far as if you want to be a championship defense, and Chargers really exposed them too with that. So it also showed really as far as home field advantage. That doesn't mean diddly squat. I know it's regular season, but okay, if the Broncos end up playing against a team that for some reason just shuts down everything as far as an offense, can the defense hold? That's my question. I don't know, and that's if they get the one seed. But the way the Chargers won tonight, hey, Kansas City keeps on winning. Denver might fool around and lose that one seed. So I'm going to find out. I don't know. I said, again, said to my teammate, if I were the Broncos, I would not want to see somebody like the Chiefs or the Chargers in the playoffs because those are teams that just know how they are. And obviously, the Chargers have, like I said, in years past, if they get in the playoffs and they're hot, again, that's not a team to go betting against, especially if they make a wild card. Because we saw what the Chargers did to Peyton Manning when he was with the Colts, knocked him out quick twice, back-to-back seasons. So I don't know. We'll have to find out. But the way the defense is played pretty well tonight, as far as shutting down the Broncos, I think of a season lows across the board. I think as far as yards and points, that's my point. And the Chargers exposed that. But I knew they were going to be kind of getting hot as well because when they beat Kansas City, I was like, okay, they might be coming around. And that's also always been a scary team, especially, like I said, they're not healthy completely, but I'm not too sure. But right now, that's a scary team right now in the AFC. Don't let them get in the playoffs. That's my point. But hey, big congrats because they're going to fight for it. And I've always loved Phillip Rivers because of his competitive attitude. I've always loved that. Some people might see it as negative, but I don't. As far as quarterback aspiring like that. Like I said, that's that competitiveness. You know who also used to have that a few years ago? Jake Delhomme. I thought he had the same type of competitiveness, and Phillip Rivers has that too. You know, when he's in that groove, watch out. So again, huge, big win for the Chargers. Just going to see how this is all going to unfold for them here in the next couple weeks. Talk to you guys later.